Representative Carney. Good afternoon. I'm Assistant House Democratic Whip Dan Ramos, and I represent the 56th House District in Western Lorraine County. This morning, House Democrats called on the House Policy and Oversight Committee to hold hearings on JobsOhio and hearings on House Bill 189, the JobsOhio Accountability Act. Recent revelations of potential conflicts of interest at JobsOhio are very serious. This legislature needs to devote an equally serious amount of time and attention to providing accountability, transparency, and legislative oversight to the millions of taxpayer dollars controlled by this troubled entity. We don't even know if there are thresholds businesses have to meet in order to get financial aid from JobsOhio. But what we do know is that these thresholds should not be whether or not you know the governor or someone at JobsOhio or the administration. One of the issues that seems rather obvious is that financial disclosures of board members are currently secret at JobsOhio. As a recent Dayton Daily news report uncovered that my colleague referenced, this is quite problematic. JobsOhio Accountability Act would fix this issue. When this expose disclosed that the governor himself has had cozy ties that may have unduly benefited his previous employers, that creates a problem of perception. At the very least, it creates a perception that no one in the Kasich administration is able to look at JobsOhio objectively. That perception, the perception that looks like our state is picking winners and losers, that perception that winners and losers are being picked based on who you know and not what you can do, that very perception could very well drive jobs from our state. This isn't the first time reports of questionable behavior at the state's economic development entity have made headlines. Ohioans deserve to know how decisions are made at their state's economic development entity because they deserve to know how the state is spending their tax dollars. At every wrong turn that JobsOhio has made, House Democrats have provided an opportunity to right the ship, come up with constructive solutions to the issues at hand. And yet again, here we are, today offering that same opportunity. House Democrats have warned from the outset that JobsOhio creates an unprecedented level of secrecy. It gives a small group of unaccountable private interests the authority to award millions of taxpayer dollars to private businesses. Each time the governor and his administration rail against accountability and transparency at JobsOhio, it furthers that belief that there is a reason that they want to continue to operate in secret. We Democrats believe that Ohio can do more to attract good businesses that create well-paying jobs to our state. The lack of accountability at JobsOhio is not only patently unfair to the millions of taxpayers and the millions of taxpayer dollars that they spend in our state, but with a potentially perceived system, the JobsOhio is picking winners and losers, and awards which seem to be chosen by who you know, not what you can do. And that perception may very well serve as a deterrent for businesses to start or grow within our borders. I'm happy to take